back, but not so far.
Yeah.
It's asking about what was your first job?
Oh, my name is Ken, right? And they call me Kenny. Or at the Kenny Shoe Store, right there on 100. You remember that, Nando?
Yes, I do.
105th, and they called it East 14th back in the day. That taught me a whole bunch, organizing people skills and stuff like that. That was my first job, Kenny Shoe Store. People said, man, you own this store? I said, yeah, come on, man. Why you working in the back of the stock room then? Yeah, it was Kenny Shoe Store. That was my first job, yeah.
Your first memory?
First memory. Now that question is a whole bunch of questions to that. Memory of what? The first bike I got, the first girlfriend, what go elaborate a little bit.
We're thinking, just in the past, when bike sound, when as a young kid, what do you remember, what was an experience that as a young kid?
Oh, it was really experience when my mother and my father, I did something wrong, and they said, you're not getting your bike from Sears. Remember Sears back in the day had the Sears and Roebucks? And I was so disappointed. I said, I'll never do that again. They driving, you're not getting that bike. You're not getting that bike. They drove up to Sears. This box came out, this yellow Stingray. I was the happiest kid in the world. I was like, dang. That's a memory. Yeah, it was a yellow Stingray. You remember the with the sissy bar in the back? Yeah, that big old like sissy bar. Yeah, I had it when you hit the wheelies and fall all the way back and scrape. Yeah. That's a good memory. When you just said a memory as a child, that's one. Yeah.
Wonderful. Is there anything that what's something you think voters don't know about you?
They don't know a lot. They don't really know who I am. They know. They see me at city council. They see me in the street. They see me at events, but I'm more than what you see. A lot more than what you see. I can go back to that other thing if you want me to go back to that thing that about
Yes.
what I was going to be. Yeah, I lost a part of me when my father passed, so I kind of avoided that veterinarian piece. But I still love animals. Like right now, I have a big old tortoise. I got a tortoise as big as my two hands together. I got a tortoise. I got a goose. I got a duck. I got chickens, hens that lay eggs that I eat every day. I got a pigeon. I got all kind of animals. I got a canary. I got koi. I mean, that was my passion. Oh, you know what's really I built this in San Francisco, right over here. Jennings, not Jennings, in Hunters Point, Kiska. At Kiska, they got the Boys and Girls Club. It's called the Willie Mays Boys and Girls Club, and it's gonna go back to that question you just asked. Willie Mays asked me that same question because we did it for Willie Mays, right? It's called the Willie Mays Boys and Girls Club. And I said, man, Willie, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I didn't want to be no contractor. He said, man, you could still be a veterinarian. You could just buy a veterinarian hospital. I was like, oh. He said, you don't have to be a veterinarian to own a veterinarian hospital, and then you'll be a veterinarian. So that's what I would have been if my father didn't pass. But then when I got into construction, my mother had to be a strong woman and moved me into that level. And it's been good. It's been good. I've been giving a lot of people opportunities. I've taught skill sets. I've changed lives. And construction is the biggest thing in America that touches everybody. Without infrastructure, without construction, you wouldn't have this building to do this in. So it's been good to me.
What is your favorite food and restaurant in Oakland?
You know what? My favorite food, let me say this. This is going to blow you away. I told you I'm multicultural, but, I like soul food. Everett and Jones. I go there with Dorothy, Miss Dorothy all the time. I love barbecue. I love all food. My best friend is, I just told you, my best friend is Spanish, Latin. And his mama fixed me sopas. I like Mexican food. She specially fixed them for me. I have like Samoan friends. I just told you, we go cook a pig in the backyard. Stick that stick in there, we roll it. Yeah. So it's a lot of restaurants in Oakland. The older restaurants are good. You got a couple of ones. Like I told you, Street from the Suite. I like Quinn's, Lighthouse. I go there, have me a drink. I go to Everton Jones and eat on the barbecue. Yeah, it's a lot of good restaurants, and it's not just those. The new ones downtown Oakland, I'm embracing too. I touch them all. I walk in, and just sit down and patronize the businesses. Yeah. And you had another question. What was that?
I'm curious. Oh, you covered them both. Same favorite foods and restaurants.
Yeah.
I think you folded them all in there.
You didn't ask me my favorite drink though.
Go ahead.
That's tequila. A little ice on it. Yeah, I love it. I'm a connoisseur of that. I thought you might have read Will Kane's article and was setting me up for the big hit. Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Well, maybe I should have read that.
No, don't read it.
Okay. We're almost to the end. Here, really fast. Your favorite book?
My favorite book, and let me say this. I was looking at a book. I was going through my mother's stuff in her house. And I pulled out a book, and I embraced this book. And I'm going to tell you the name of the book. And it's a simple book. And I was wondering, why did I embrace this book so well? And a lot of people try to avoid things that happen in their life. But I wanted to read that book because I missed it. When my father passed, I didn't get to finish reading that book. And I actually read the book because I missed that in my childhood. And it's similar to, I can come back to that, but it's similar to what me and you were walking down the hallway. When walking through the school, I was like, you know what? And I just met this gentleman that out of 111 people,